would see I went fishing.
Oh, you mean that video that is like 2.5 minutes long where you're like, oh, I'm having an argument with Dino. Well, it's not an argument, but I call it an argument.
No, I didn't.
And she talks
That
down
was
about
the
how
day
awesome
before.
I am. So horrible.
I do not talk down about how awesome he is.
Krista, we're out of time.
Because we were having that moment.
Guys, like, share, and subscribe.
I look super pretty in that video, though. The one he's talking
That's true,
about.
you do.
So if you guys want to check
Interestingly
it out.
enough, before that video aired, someone messaged you and said, hey, that outfit looks really nice. But, you know, that doesn't get credit, apparently. So... she's looking at me with that face because she doesn't have a leg to stand on. I gave her a compliment. It was totally good.
Not at all.
Yeah, not at all. That's okay. Okay, morning motivational rant. What are we going to do here?
Motivate us.
All right, morning motivational rant. There's been a drastic kind of move in currents right now. A lot of the information that we were receiving in the past was very enraging. The point of it all was to kind of get everybody kind of riled up and then kind of let us go. Predominantly in the U.S., what was happening was insane. There's been riots, also quote-unquote peaceful protests by some people. We're seeing some of it calm down, and this is I don't know if it's the calm before the storm or not. I just want to reiterate some very important facts that a lot of people are forgetting, is that we are still human, and we are still part of the same species across the board. We're being divided on a daily basis. We're being told to be divided by color, by poverty lines, by wealth, by culture, by country of origin, by birthplace. All these things are meant to separate us. And I think we're not getting reinforced enough that we're all human. That's never going to change. We're just people. We can have different opinions, and that doesn't mean we have to be enemies. We can have varying principles, and it still doesn't mean we have to be enemies. We've disassociated ourselves with the idea that becoming an enemy is our last option, right? Like the distance someone needs to go counter to our own principles to become an enemy should be significantly more than what we're attributing to. We hear people saying, well, I'm going to boycott that restaurant because they sold meat on Friday, which is ludicrous. It's just stupid, right? Because 3 weeks later, people go back to what they were doing. But in turn, we're having people that are being met with real controversy in life, and we're not focusing on it. Instead, we're focusing on being enemies. When the fact is that, guys, we're all here together at this time. At best case scenario, we're neighbors, part of the same community, in the same area. Why are we enemies? There's no reason. We have so much more in common than we have not in common, and we're focusing on all the wrong things. I think it's really important that we kind of stop and kind of take a roll call of what our principles, what really matters in our life, because you know, some things that we've discussed on here is knowing your worth, what you bring to the table. Even if you're a moron, you still bring shit to the table. Even if you're uneducated, you still bring things to the table. There are people who can't read who bring knowledge to the table. We are forgetting how valuable human life and existence is, in turn, just to have someone to hate. This is a complete fallacy of human principles that we have fictitiously been told are the most important, and they're really not. We need to focus on what is important and what is alike between us, instead of seeing what the difference is, because if we really look, we'll find that we have a lot more in common than not. And I think that's all I have to say. Crystal, where can everyone find you?
Everybody find me on Simply Me on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Crystal Morency. And Dino, Lord.
Guys, Dino the Genetic Marvel. I am on YouTube. I am on Instagram. I am on Facebook. I have a fan page, and I'm on the Twitter. I just want to do a shout out to Facebook Messenger. I'm glad I had the idea to use this instead of Zoom. I am the only person that thought about this. Nobody else on this podcast. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, for mentioning.
It was all your idea, Bert Kreischer.
Oh, you go to fucking hell, you bastard. Listen, thank you very much, Crystal, for mentioning this. It's worked out great, and we're going to continue using it, so awesome. Guys, but we're not just on YouTube with Morning Motivational Rant. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We have a fan page. And our audio recordings are on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Spotify. So please like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. We are recording every day. We're publishing at around 10 o'clock every day, 7 days a week, to bring you more. So in the meantime, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. But stay motivated, stay true to yourselves, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, guys.